StiltzkinKupo84. Once again, I have pulled your chain, talking about something I would do off camera that I can't do. I didn't think about the fact that obviously the cotton robe trick can't be done in Dali because there's no synthesis shop in Dali. But what I did do is I went to the shopkeeper. I bought all of the wrists that we'll need to do the cotton robe trick. I bought all the remainder of the leather hats and the leather shirts that we'll need to make the desert boots, to, you know, make the Germina's boots, and so on and so forth. Now actually the fork is an item that we need to make Germina's boots. So we still can't go in the mayor's little condo here. That sucks. But what we can do actually is come in here, and our old lady is sitting down. She's having a sit. Haven't you been here before? You're a strange girl. There's nothing to see here. No, you're lying. Yeah, let's just agree with her. You really are very strange, you know that? So even the granny knows that they're not going back. She wants to go back to the days when we all tended the farm. That's fine, I want to get this elixir out of this chest. Now that you're having yourself a sit. Okay, so we got that. Let's see. Alright, so that's all we can do. We still can't access this top part because the windmill's still turning, so we still can't get these two chests that are here. This guy is no longer going to let us in the underground area, and we still don't have the mayor's key, so we still can't visit that little secret area. For just being a little podunk town out of the way of everything, there sure are a lot of secrets between Dali and the Observatory Mountain. And, you know, if you mess those secrets up, a good part of your side quests in the game will become missable. Alright. At least these enemies are no match for Steiner. Right? I mean... weak stats are okay against some really weak monsters. So, if we had saved the friendly encounter in those forests over there, we probably could have done that. I want to pass through. That's right. But we have gotten that friendly monster, so we won't get that encounter again. So we're switching our attention now to Trino. And they say to leave this chest. I don't know why, but I remember that we're supposed to leave it. And of course, we can always come back for it later. I think there's an ATE or something where if we leave it, somebody will pick something up more powerful out of the chest through the ATE. Alright, and if I can't find that secret the next time that I go off camera, I'll do the research. If I can't find that secret, I'm just going to go ahead and go get that chest. Wow, this is fortunate. We found our ghost right on the plains. This is the only friendly encounter I know of, that happens outside of a forest. So this is real good. We got this before we learned a whole bunch of AP on anybody. And that's really cool. It's a great time to have learned, gotten all of this AP. So he says, give best regards to Ladybug. And now I don't have to waste a whole bunch of time running around looking for this. And Garnet has learned 5 or 6 different abilities all at the same time. That's really awesome, and I'm sure Steiner will be pretty close to learning some abilities of his own. Yeah, so that was a major boost to our AP. We're going to go ahead and, well, we have one more AP to learn Shell. Antibody, that's still the best wrist we're going to have until after we get done shopping in Trino. We still want to learn the ability up, even though we're not going to equip it just yet. So, I'm going to go ahead and equip these desert boots so I can get scan learned, and that way we won't have to deal with the air racket for a crappy amount of damage. Wow, so Shell is transferable, so we can go ahead and equip the Multina racket right now, and we'll put the last AP on that Shell while learning Stona and Blind. So that was really convenient to run into that ghost when we did. That's great. We're saving ourselves 2 equipments. Speaking of equipments, what does Marcus have? Anything that we need? No, not really. Just random whatever stuff. Not really gonna waste an accessory on him. And if we do that, then we'll do that later. So that was Trino on the right. That's the city where we want to go. We're not going there though. We're not going there because we never go where the story wants us to go. It's always, always, always better to go the opposite way and see what you can find. So there's a cliff top over here, and there's a bunch of forests that we need to get through. Of course, we have Bird Killer equipped on Steiner, so that was nothing for him. And the air racket uses wind damage, so it's quite formidable against flying enemies. I pretty much always tend to like the rackets on Garnet better than I like any of the rods that she can wield. So let's go ahead and go through the shortest amount of forest here, because these forests are home to nasty, fearsome creatures. Good thing we got some spiders instead. There are things in this forest called mandragoras, and I'm not sure if I showed you those while we were with Zidane's group, but I definitely fought some off camera while we were with Zidane's group. And their blizzard spells and just their plethora of attacks is pretty damaging for Garnet and Steiner and Marcus. Zidane and crew keep up pretty well. These guys not so much. So let's see what Steiner's learned. Okay, and it doesn't look like he learned anything that we could change equipment for. Here's a question mark. What's this? Quan's dwelling? Well, now who is Quan? That's strange. And when you learn out the truth of who Quan is, it'll even be stranger. Ah, we got another ether. Looks like we can come all the way back around here. We can climb down. And then we can look on the floor over here. It's a Scorpio, it's another Stiltzio. That's awesome. Here's another ether. And what's this? That is a healing spring, so we have another healing spring that we could level up. Hand-holding 101. This is great. So we have another area where we can come and we won't have to buy potions, we won't have to buy Phoenix Downs really. We got another ether. We're rolling in the money. There's writing on the wall. Someone measured height here. Let's see. 6 months since I adopted Vivi. Too small to eat. Vivi? How does he know Vivi? Who is this? Oh, so Quan. Oh, this is the guy that they were talking about in Quo's Marsh. When Quail said I not know this Quan. So Hawk has stopped. It must stop recently. Stopped the week before I left Alexandria. Oh. I walked out a little too fast because those are weird controls over there. There's something at the bottom of the ledge in the ocean. Looks like foam. Now that is not a huge clue of anything that's really down here at the current moment. But when we get some more chocobo powers, that will definitely be a huge clue. So this too is a clue. Time has stopped. So what's up with this clock and what's up with this outcropping at Quan's dwelling? And now that we know that Quan is Vivi's grandpa and that this is his home, now we're gonna want to see him, you know? Just this man of mystery, this Quan. Alright, so we got the Stiltzio out of Quan's dwelling. And now we're gonna head to Trino where they want us to go. Because the person who is in Trino is the Stiltzio collector. So we're getting all our Stiltzio that we can before we get to the Stiltzio collector because we want a whole bunch of cool prizes. One of the prizes I'm thinking of, I believe, is a sword for Steiner, which is ridiculously overpowered for this part of the game. I'm thinking of the blood sword, of course, and it allows you to absorb all of the damage that you've taken off an enemy. So pretty much Steiner becomes his own healing medic, which is almost redundant because Garnet is a healer herself, so I guess that just frees up Garnet to do a little more attacking with her now elemental weapon that does really well against birds. We're creeping up on level 10 here, which is pretty darn cool. gonna go ahead and save before going into Trino, because there's some ATEs that happen, and I don't want to miss any of them. Alright, so let's see. Look, there's that lion that we saw in Alexandria in the beginning of the game. Princess, this is Trino, the city of nobles. We need to find out which noble has the super soft. There aren't many nobles here. The nights are long. It's a great place for thieves. People like you turn the city into a slum. Let's steal the super soft and get this over with. Do you think I'd let you commit a crime before my very eyes? Come on, lawful stupid. How else would we get it? I'll not allow such disgraceful behavior. Quit complaining. Uh-oh. Look behind you. Oh man. And so Marcus takes the easy way out. Alright, first ATE. Trino tradition. Let's see, we gotta press it at just the right time. Pickpocket. Oh no, he got away. If we could press the X button at just the right time, we would have not lost 500 gil. But that's that four-armed man again. We're gonna go ahead and throw gil into this fountain. The purpose is not altogether clear, except that we feel happier. But of course, this is another secret in the game, because eventually, after we get done throwing 10 gil in here, over and over again, we're gonna get another Stiltzkinkupo. Now we just lost 500 gil off of that one guy. I was really trying to save that from happening, but I mean, what is 500 gil, really? We can grind for that. A coin appeared when you threw in your coin. There's the Gemini. So let's see, what are you doing here, Sir Knight? I don't know, what are you doing here, boy? Okay, let's see. They're not saying anything or sleeping or something. Nope, not him. We're on a date. Oh, so he's not gonna let you talk to the girl next to him. Let's see, another active time event. Pursuit. That was too easy. Dang it. Yeah, you've been followed, sir. Didn't see her well in the dark before. She's a cutie. So he's going to a new city, huh? I think not. We're gonna catch up with you, four-armed man. Okay, so the guard didn't know where he went. Let's see. Here is a mithril dagger. Who's this little girl? Yeah, it's always closed, eh? It's locked. That is kind of fishy, huh? Alright, let's see where Garnet's off to now. confusion. This is not a very nice city. For sure. Oop, she found the drunkard up there. Maybe not this way. I won't find the super soft over there. Excuse me, have you heard of a thing called a super soft? My wife, she died 3 years ago. So he's either senile or deaf. Thank you very much. Don't give up. Good luck. Okay, let's see. Hey there. Have you seen a beautiful young princess? I mean a girl around here? No, I didn't see any cute girl with long hair. What? What did you say? Nothing, I didn't say anything. I never said I stole any money from her. I bought a power belt with her money. I'll give it to you. Coward. So, the four-armed man relinquishes a power belt. Well, that's good. At least we got something from losing 500 gil. We might not have had to do that before, but so we have a gold choker we can buy, or well, synthesize. This is the synthesis shop. We can do coral rings now. We can do cachuchas now. We can do Germinus boots, which is the most of what we'll be synthesizing here. Actually, we'll be synthesizing a lot of those. Oh, I think there was something over here that I passed by. The main attraction of tonight's auction is the reflect ring, supposedly. Interesting. But if that's true, there's no chance in the world I could ever afford to buy it. You never know, if other people spend money buying other items, it could be cheaper. The man who always sits in the front row is there to buy the main attraction. You can try recommending other items to him, maybe. So all of that is to hint at the fact that you can let people buy the items that come sooner, and that will reduce the price of the items that come later. So there's a Stiltzkinkupo lady up here, but we're gonna go ahead and, well, I guess there's no harm in coming and checking it out. We're gonna get an item over here. Ether. So people are bringing fake Stiltzinkupos to turn in to the queen, to the Stiltzkinkupo queen. Collecting star-shaped coins called Stiltzkinkupo. Oh, you have the Scorpio. Give it to me in return for a reward. Yes, let's give the Scorpio. Quack, quack, quack. Take the reward from my servant. 1,000 gil? I'll take it. That's gonna help with the cotton robe trick and the auction. She just keeps saying, give it to me. Wow. Phoenix Pinion. Sure. Now there's going to be more of these Stiltzkinkupo that we found that we'll be able to turn in later, because we still haven't found all the Stiltzkinkupo that are in this city. But I'm hoping maybe we can get our blood sword. Yes, that's what we got. So she's only interested in collecting Stiltzio. So we got our blood sword, finally. And that will teach us Dark Side. So we have something for Steiner to learn in most all the categories. That's good. We still have to get him a mithril sword, of course. But we're a few Stiltzio closer to having collected everything. Some of these noblemen will not talk to you unless you have a certain thing. So, there's items that are bought at the auction, and the only reason that you can buy them is so that you can resell them later for a higher price. This must be an auction house. Maybe I can find the super soft here. Who's that? We remember that guy, don't we? With the big bad music. Okay, so here's the card tournament stadium. We're not going to do anything right here, right now. Ambition. Listen carefully, Mario. This city used to be called the City of Nobles. It's a lie. The nobles pushed us around, right, sis? That's right. They hogged all the waterfront property and forced us up into the hills. They exploited us to make their money, right, sis? Right, but we can just sit here and complain, or we'll... Oh, we can't sit here and complain, or we'll end up spending the rest of our lives in this miserable place. Power to the people, right, sis? That's right, power to the people. We'll never go hungry once we become nobles. Follow me, Mario. She's got her own little cult of personality going. Democracy, huh? We don't often hear about that. Ooh, what's that? Looks like a Moogle. Wow, Mogrich. Oh, the dog and him are really good friends. Okay, so we have a letter from Stiltzkin. There's trouble in this rainy city. The guys I saw there were heading towards Voob Desert west of Romesia. They'll only find sandstorms. What could they possibly want? I'm gonna follow them and see. Ah, Voob Desert is where Clara is located. So do you have any mail for us to deliver somewhere? Nope. Okay, so we're gonna save. So I believe we've seen all of the ATEs. So now that I've saved, after we've viewed all the ATEs, now I won't have to worry about a game over or anything like that. Nobles are living a life of luxury by the sea while I'm drunk living on the streets. Life stinks. Well, I guess it does if your breath does too. Oh, so we do have another ATE. Hey there, is everything okay? What the heck are you talking about? Hey, it's you. Where have you been, Marcus? You know, around. The man's waiting for you. Who is it? That's Baku. I'm kind of tired. You ready to go? You found it? You found the Super Soft? Yep, in a noble's mansion. You'll go by boat and break in tonight. Leave it to me. I'm the one who'll save our bro. Just that you've got two liabilities coming along. Baku doesn't like it. Steiner and Garnet are gonna mess him up. So let's see, we got a Yeti card. We got another chest over here. Ooh, it's 1 gil. Okay, well, that wasn't a lot. And what do we have here but a Taurus? Nice. Houses need repair constantly, not like the nobles' houses. It must be built with cheap materials. It's empty. We've got a wide selection. But we don't need any of these. So that's our Stilazio that we were meant to find here. One more for the collector. Now this is the armor shop up here. There's a monster down there. We can fight this monster, but I'm not gonna just yet. We've got a mithril sword. I'm gonna buy one of those just because I know that Steiner needs it. We don't need any of this stuff. There's that flame staff we could have bought instead of stealing a whole bunch of them. We will need this fork to make some Germina's boots. And we'll be able to buy needle forks. Bone wrist. This is something that we need. We're gonna need 6 of these. Okay, and then mithril gloves, we don't need those. We don't need Magus hat. Ooh, bandanas. We're gonna need 6 of these as well. Alright, so barbet. Silk shirt. We have some of those. Leather plate, bronze vest. Chain plate. We have one of those. So there's a bunch of stuff here that... Ooh, chainmail. We need a chainmail. And we'll probably need 2 because we'll need to give one to Freya. But other than that, nothing else we really need at this moment. We don't want to burn up all of our cash, because the very next place we're visiting is the auction house. Let me save our game here. And this is the point at which the rubber hits the road. Let's see. There should be some kind of a pickup in this area. Although I'm not sure if it's at this part of the game or... Oh yeah, okay, so it's at that part of the game. Thought it might have been later. This is the King family auction site. Well, there we go. Thank goodness I found you. I was worried. How can I find the super soft when I keep having to listen to your complaints? Wow. Yeah, she is really laying into him. I'm going with or without you. Wow, she's really not giving a crap about Steiner right now. She's seen him before. Well, we've seen him before. Where has she seen him? Come on, don't be mad. Taking out of your allowance. Oh, he must have bought something. Ooh, we want a mini Sid, Doga's artifact, Un's mirror, and the reflector ring. Alright, well, I'm not sure that we want anything right now except for the reflector ring. But you know, we could just buy the mini Sid if it's only for 2,400 gil. Now when he says anymore, you just raise it by another 100 gil. Sold. So you can make bids at any part during this auction, and if you do, you just drive up the price of what you're going to pay for it later. So I don't recommend it, because you'll end up getting stuff for sickening amounts of money instead of the lower amounts of money. This guy up front wants it. Remember we heard from the balcony towards the synthesis shop? $8,200, I don't know about this. I don't think I like that. I think we're gonna let it go. There is a resource that I can look at to show me what kind of gil we should be able to get that item for at a low price. And that item is an item that we're not going to be able to use, we're not going to be able to equip it. It's a key item that we're going to go ahead and resell to someone anyway. So the point of that item is to buy it low, flip it high. And we'll only be able to do that once, so I don't want to go ahead and purchase it. The mini brain that we just bought is not a flippable item, it's just something that you'll buy once while you're in the auction. So I just went ahead and bought it because we've got a bunch of money and it was cheap. So why not? This here is already going for more than the last artifact was, so we're gonna let that go for 10,300. Now, the people up front have bought a couple of items now, so maybe they'll be less inclined to drive the price up so high on the reflect ring. But that reflect ring is already higher than the highest bid on the last item. So, looks like they're going to take us for a ride. 13.5, 13.8, 14.7. I don't really care what it costs. We're going to get it. 15.10. Wow, we're going to get it for a whole lot of money, that's for sure. How much money is this going to cost? $16.3? I don't know if that's any good. That might not even be a good price, but that is an item that we can equip, and so that is an item that we're going to need. I'm pretty sure we only get one of those. That item, actually, the reflect ring, I'm pretty sure we can't get more of this. That's a one-time deal. I'm pretty sure the auto reflect is what we're going to use to kill the Grand Dragon. So we'll be getting great use out of that item there, and we'll be spreading it around to our whole party so they can all learn auto reflect. And once you take that away, then basically the Grand Dragon doesn't have an AoE attack, meaning that all you have to worry about is single target venom spells, and if you have antibody equipped, then that won't even work. and then the single target physical claw spells or attacks. So that will be the only real danger of the Grand Dragon once we can get, and plus we'll have coral rings, so we'll be able to absorb thunder elements. So I mean, we'll have options once we get that reflect ring and all the coral rings we're going to synthesize pretty soon here. I think right now is a great time to go do the cotton robe trick. We've already been to the auction house once, and we're going to save the auction house until after the cotton robe trick, because of course then we'll have a lot more money to throw at it. And I'll probably be doing the items for flip, the resale items to flip for more profits. I'll be doing that after the cotton robe trick. Basically we'll have an entire auction episode, I believe. And then we'll still have to fight the monster that's beneath, or the armor, the weapon seller's shop. But while I'm thinking about it, before we forget, why don't we go ahead and hand that Stilazio that we just found into the Stilazio Queen. Yes. $5,000 gil. How about that? That's awesome. So we've got more money in the kitty. We've still got 100,000. But wow, do you remember we came here with 150,000? So there goes 50,000 right off the bat, and we just got 5,000. So we should be at 100,000. We're at 105. That's just because we turned in the Stilazio. So that's how fast money can go when you're in Trino. And that'll be true for the rest of the game. Trino's a very expensive place to be. And Garnet and Steiner have a long road ahead. A lot of grinding before we're able to get all of the items out of Trino that we came here to get. So I'll do the cotton robe trick, and I'll meet you guys again at the auction. Talk to you later. This was StiltzkinKupo84 with Cat and Fam Gamer TV. Hit that like, hit subscribe,